So I'm going to talk a little bit about this Duality pedal I am currently working on. Um, this is a little bit of a side project for me, really, away from the main pedals, and I've wanted to do this for a while. So this is basically a parallel mixer pedal. It's a mixer pedal for guitars that will enable you to do some very cool parallel mixing stuff. We have 4 inputs on the back, 2 inputs on the left side because they're going out. So a couple of people said about putting all of the inputs on the back, but I think if you stack them one above the other, it's actually going to be really tricky to get the jacks in and out and make any changes. So in this case, we've gone with the important jacks out on the left. You'll also notice 2 powers. They're just linked together because I had the space, and I thought we might as well add an extra, then you can daisy chain things if you want. Totally optional. The way it briefly works is you have your 4 inputs, you set your 4 purple knobs, the top knobs, and that is mix 1, and you set your 4 red knobs, and that's mix 2. So you have 2 mixes, and you master out, you can toggle between them with the left foot switch. So you can have 2 mixes of parallel effects from any 4 chains. Now, the right button, Mix plus D, toggles the D input on and off, so it gives you a lot of versatility. You can have 2 mixes where you've got the 3 A, B, and C set for each of those, and then add in and out the 4th input as you see fit. So there's a lot we can do this, and I'm going to show you how that works with the Trident. So the idea is, loosely speaking, the Trident would go on the right as your inputs, and you can switch those outputs in and out freely, so you'll be able to switch chains in and out. And then the Duality also has some switching, so there's a heck of a lot of switching going on there. There's a lot of loop possibilities, a lot of chaining possibilities, a lot of versatility. This thing is just going to open up so many sounds. You're going to be able to create noises you didn't even know were possible without buying any more pedals. You can literally just use the pedals you've got, and this is absolutely going to be able, you're absolutely going to be able to blow away people, go, how are you doing that sound? Because stacking sounds in parallel is nothing like series. Series, they muddy into each other. So you find in series, if you stack a chorus and a flanger and a phaser in series, it just sounds like mush. It's an interesting sound, but mush. Now, if you stack them in parallel, you hear all 3 happening overlaid, and it's almost like chorusing, but with different sounds. And I mean, it's a stunning effect, and it's massively underused. Honestly, I just think people haven't done it. So whoever gets there with this is going to be one of the big sound things as we grow further. People are going to say, oh, and then we're going to discover people who've already done it, but we're not paid attention to it. Anyway, for anyone who's really into exploring soundscapes, who is into originality, who is really trying to break away from the old "this is your chain" thing, this is what you want. So the first thing you're going to want to do with this, to open this up, there we go. I'm going to scroll through. I hope you see it. I know it's a bit small. Let me see if I can. You don't need my face. Let's take a little less face away here. A little less face. Tilt this so I'm not completely out of picture. There we go. So your first thing you're going to do is chain A. Now A on the Trident is not transformer isolated, so it's a straight through earth on purpose. This is going to form your primary chain, and I've just thrown in a couple of our pedals here. So you might have tone lord for overloading the quad screamer. So the quad screamer is an overdrive, the tone lord's a clean boost, and that's a really straightforward chain. You'll be able to switch that chain in and out on the right with the A button, so you can just turn it on and off completely. Quick click of a thing, obviously you'll sort and then on the left you have the 2 mixes, so only the A control. So you set mix A level and mix B level, and you might just have it on for both, or you might say I don't want it on at all on mix 2. Who knows? And you'll just start with that. At this point, we're not really doing anything super exciting. We've just got a really nice volume control in the chain. Boring. So let's add something in. Okay, now it gets interesting. So we've got a B chain now, because we don't want to stack distortions. God, can you imagine clean boost, overdrive, and distortion? I mean, it's going to sound all right for some things, which sound like chaos. But what if we could flick between the 2 on different channels? So we've got the A and the B channel, and in this particular case, it enables us to say, well, we could have we could turn. Remember when we can turn the pedals on and off? You could turn off the quad screamer and the tone lord. You've just got a clean channel, and then turn on the Grand Classic, have both, and you've got your parallel clean. Very simple. So according to which pedals are on and off, you can bring in and out a parallel clean or not. So you've got your tone lord and quad screamer with the Grand Classic off, parallel clean. With it on, 2 parallel distortions. That's actually really, really cool, because then you get more dynamics. You get the harshness of the high gain shred, but you allow a bit of the overdrive dynamic through. So you've already got something really creative here. There's 4 possible different ways just to turn it on and off with the pedals alone. We've got the 2 mixes. So, you know, there's lots of ways we could do this. Again, you could just use the duality to switch between the 2 chains. I mean, you could just turn up mix 1A and down mix 2A, and then the opposite on mix B. So we've got an incredible amount of versatility. We've got full parallel here. You don't need to go any further. You could just stop here and say, great, I've now got clean blend to my heart's content. I can just clean blend as much as I like. And in fact, if you really want to go even further clean blend, just connect a patch cable from C to C, and then you've got a completely controllable. Or C to D, and you'll be able to switch the clean blend in and out at will without messing with your chains. I mean, already we're going to get deeper. Oh my gosh, I've gone out and bought an amazing pedal from an amazing company. It has nothing to do with me. I do not represent, and they do not represent me in any way whatsoever, all disclaimers aside. And I love this pedal. And now, whatever dirt sound I'm on, I've got all those crazy dirt sound sets and all those clean blends. At any single time, I can add a chorus in parallel with that. And that's going to sound like an overlaid clean chorus. So I could have this shredding guitar coming through on the ground and then overlay a clean chorus floating above it. I mean, I can't wait to actually demo this stuff to you. You're going to blow your mind. And now you're thinking, well, we've used all 3 outputs on the Trident. We've still got an input on the Duality. We're not even using it. I mean, what is the point of that? Well, I thought about this. I mean, let's say we're not using the tuner out on the Trident, because the Trident's a great pedal. You know, and I think of everything. Yeah, it's a perfectly clean output in and of itself. It's a great buffered out with full range. There's no limitations. So let's pop another great pedal in here. I love this pedal. I own one. It's a flipping brilliant pedal. Again, no way affiliated. They don't represent me. I don't represent them. Yada yada yada. Trademarks, etc. Brilliant company. Nothing to do with me. I plug this in, and now I can switch my flanger in and out using the mix plus D button at any time in different levels. So I can have my mix 1 with different pedals in, and I could bring the chorus in by hitting C on the Trident, and then I could overlay a clean flanger on top of that by hitting mix plus D. I mean, let's be honest, right at this point, you're looking at this going, what a spaghetti junction. But also, you have there 100 sounds you cannot get in a series chain. And you're going to be able to do things where people just walk up to you at a gig or listen to a recording and just go, how did you get that sound? How did you get that clarity? You know, and this is the sort of thing that happens in a recording studio. And it's a shame it doesn't happen on stage, because obviously in a recording studio, the sound engineers will say, what if we overlaid a little bit of delay? What if we overlaid a little bit? Then they'll parallel it on a whole other channel, because they've got all these infinite channels. This is what they're doing in the studio. This is what is happening to your sound to get those amazing albums you've heard all across time. Is they're saying, we need a bit of chorus, but let's not add the chorus after the guitar. Let's add the chorus on a separate track using the clean take of the guitar that we obviously recorded. You know, this is what they do. So yeah, I hope you're excited for this. I'm really excited for this. This was always at the back of my mind, the second stage for the Trident. As an amp switcher with the transformer outs, it's unbeatable. It's rock solid. It does everything it needs to do. I've had such great feedback, you know, and I've put a lot of thought into that design, where it comes in on the right logically and out on the top, so you can butt it up against pedals, but you've also got easy access, and it pairs with the Duality, which is mirrored, which then has the outputs on the left. So you've got that natural guitar flow right to left, which is something I think is inherent in the way we play guitar. So yeah, I mean, this is just the beginning. This scrapes the surface. This is just a few of my ideas. I hope you like it. Please follow the Duality. I am way ahead with this. I'm just sort of finalising the circuit board designs. I'm going to send off the first prototypes, and there's going to be more videos. See you soon.